Alright, what's going on, Dark Magical community, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am bringing you yet another Edison format, or as Konami likes to refer to it, Time Wizard format duel. And as always, I am playing Lightsworn, myself on the right, against my friend Ty, aka TYP336, on the left, piloting Gladiator Beast. Before we get started today, as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really just motivates me to keep going above and beyond for you guys, making videos like this, and I really do enjoy these previous format duels. It is a lot of fun, kind of getting away from the modern game for a little while and just going back to a simpler time, very nostalgic time within the game. So it does look like I win the dice roll on this one, so it does look like Lightsworn will be going first. So let's see what ends up happening in this game of Gladiator Beast versus Lightsworn. Once again, this is my second time doing commentary, so there might be a few hiccups along the way, but we'll get through them together. Looks like I set one face down defense and decide to pass here. Ty goes normal summon Gladiator Beast Darius. Set 5. What a classic move by Gladiator Beast. I draw for turn, and let's see what ends up happening here. Looks like I'm going to flip summon Raikou, targeting Darius, milling 3, hitting a Mirror Force, a Beckoning Light, and a Wolf Lightsworn Beast. Calling the effect of Wolf, making sure he doesn't have a response, and he will bottomless the Wolf. At this point, so I go Solar Recharge, discard Garoth, draw 2, mill 2, just trying to kind of eat through some back row here, just kind of see what we're dealing with. Do believe I did start this game out with Heavy Storm, but normally 9 times out of 10 people are not going to set 5 unless they have some form of disruption for Heavy Storm, like Solemn Judgment, Starlight Road, things of that nature. So let's see what I end up doing here. Looks like a normal Lila and call priority, targeting a set, and once again the Lila is bottomless. That's actually what ended up really hurting me so much in this game, is the double bottomless. I go to attack with Raikou for 200, he flips call to revive back Gladiator Beast Darius. And this is when I decide I'm in a position I really have to try to Heavy Storm. He does have Starlight Road, and at this point within the game, definitely not in a great position, staring down a Darius, which is just immediately going to tag into another GB and a Stardust Dragon. So I do pass, just kind of hoping that maybe luck will be on my side on my following turn. He does draw Rhoda and activates Rhoda for the Prisma, which is going to turn into Gladiator Beast Bestiari, which is going to make a Gladiator Beast Gazarez. So at this point I am, I do feel like I am very far behind in the game. So that is exactly what ends up happening, is he makes Gazarez, targeting both cards. Really trying to think. I do believe I have a Beckoning Light set. If it's worth chaining it, I decide not to. So I eat 4,900. This Gazarez is going to tag out into 2 other Gladiator Beasts.
How many names you got engraved there?
I have 2. 2 Raikou and a Garoth.
Currently have 2 Raikou and a Garoth engraved. He is going to ready Ari the Garoth, so basically keeping Judgment Dragon from ever coming out. He does decide to put ready Ari in defense rather than attack position. So I draw for turn. I go activate a Foolish Burial. Send a Wolf. Very old school combo here. And I decide to pass here. At this point, there's basically nothing I'm going to be able to do because he already had the Bestiari back in his hand that he recurred with a quest. So at this point, we just have to hope our opponent plays poorly and just immediately just plays into an Honest, which obviously did not end up happening. This is actually going to be my first Edison match that I have recorded. With side decking, this is something that I talked about in the first duel, which if you haven't watched that one yet, definitely go back and check it out. It is me playing against Blackwing Vayu Turbo, so Lightsworn versus Blackwing Vayu Turbo. In that episode, I mentioned that a lot of times we're just doing some game ones, trying to get a feel for the format, trying to see what's good, what's not good, if there's anything that we feel like we should change. So we've been doing a lot of game ones, but we're trying to evolve into doing siding now, as we do want to start going to actual larger Edison tournaments. So we've actually been playtesting more for Edison than we have for Modern. Several of their players around my area have actually pretty much just turned over to doing like Edison format versus playing Modern, because just such a breath of fresh air to be able to really have interactive games. For the most part, there obviously are still decks in Edison that can lock you out, like if you get locked out under oppression against like Vayu Turbo, and they can still play, but it is still a breath of fresh air compared to a lot of things going on in today's meta.
So you gotta be that player. Right?
Okay, very excited for this game too. I really enjoy playing against Ty. This goes way back, all the way to the real Edison format. I've talked about in my Dark Magical Gaming podcast with my friends several times about how my locals started out in a flea market in my town with about 5 or 6 players, and I do remember getting honestly demolished by Gladiator beasts way back then when I was playing Rogue. And even now, playing Edison format with a semi-meta relevant deck, it still end up getting smashed. You can actually see as I'm shuffling, there's a DD Crow in there, which he side decked, and DD Crow against Lightsworn sometimes is insane, so we're just gonna have to hope this game that he doesn't end up seeing the DD Crow. So I elect to go first since I lost. We're never letting Gladiator Beast go first. So let's see what ends up happening here. So I draw for turn, sit here and ponder on my hand. I am very proud of the fact my hand shuffle has gotten so clean. So I start off with activating Gold Sarcophagus, which is more than likely going to hit Judgment Dragon. There's an argument, it's sometimes, depending on if you have a weaker opening, to Gold Sarc charge the Light Brigade for later utility. But I actually end up, okay, so I actually do remember what I did here. So I really try to 5-head in this game. So I start off by Gold Sarking Royal Decree, which is obviously a very good card against Gladiator Beast. But I actually already have a Royal Decree in my hand, which I set normal Jane, mill 2. I have a set Royal Decree, so I'm basically trying to bluff that I don't have Decree, and we're going to try to make a push on the following turn. And on flipping a Decree on the end phase. So he starts off by normal summoning a Quest and going immediately to battle phase, and I knew he either had Book of Moon or Shrink. So he ends up booking my Jane. It gets attacked. At this point, I was like, dang, that opening is just really good in this situation. I really hope he doesn't bestiary my set. You know, a lot of times they will not bestiary sets against Lightsworn because they know most things are chainable. Like, obviously, if I had Mirror Force at this point, I would have Mirror Forced, you know, etc., etc. But he ends up tagging to Laquari, setting 3 and passing. And I go in phase, flip over Royal Decree, and he was very upset with that Royal Decree at the end phase. So I normal summon Aaron. I think about setting at least. Aaron straight to in phase, milling 3 here. Summon out a wolf. And I'm just kind of having to just bluff that I have Honest, because I do not have Honest. My opening wasn't as strong. Even if I had actually Gold Sarked here for Judgment Dragon, you know, I wouldn't have the material to be able to actually set up JD at this time. But he does draw Prisma, or maybe he opened up Prisma for Bestiari, which is going to end up hitting... it's definitely going to end up hitting either both my bodies, I guess I think he ends up hitting the Wolf and the Royal Decree with the Gazaras that he makes. So very unfortunate in this game. Definitely luck was not on my side here. So Decree is gone, so now his traps are turned on. He does attack over the Aaron. Did not have Honest. He did check my bluff, unfortunately.
Okay.
We'll go.
So, down I'm gonna pack you for 4. Just 4. Yes, 5.
So here he ends up tagging into a quest and into Rediari into a quest, adding back Bestiari, and banishing my Honest to basically stop me from being able to recur it through Beckoning Light.
Alright, that will.
So I draw for turn. Yay, I get Royal Decree to my hand now.
See? You're only taking 4, Cody. He's taking 4, you're taking 4. He needs to die first. Don't even
Lots of thinking in this matchup. So much has to go correctly on my following turn for me to be able to win this game, or at least even have a chance at this point in the game. Does move the Honest over just to make sure that you guys know that that Honest is banished and not in defense position. It was banished by the effect of Gladiator Beast Rediari. This is a very awkward turn. You're going to see here I end up just doing the best play that I thought that I had.
Depends on what your set is.
So I normal summon a Raikou in attack position. I go Raikou, attack into Rediari, I'll take 1,000. And if you can't tell what's going to end up happening here, I am trying to get 4 Lightsworn names in my graveyard. I end battle phase, he decides to tag the Rediari as it did battle. And this is probably going to turn into more than likely a Laquari in this situation, I feel like. Doesn't really have anything to recur off a second quest. Bestiari is mandatory. We don't play Hop Llamas, so it does come out as a 2100 Laquari. So I end my battle phase and go to main phase 2. And he does, unfortunately, DD Crow my Wolf Lightsworn Beast at the start of main phase 2. So there's no point. So I actually had double Judgment Dragon in my hand, but unfortunately he did have Starlight Road as well as Gladiator Beast War Chariot, so there was basically just no winning this game at this situation anyway. So, but it's still a hard-fought matchup, and very, very fun seeing these old decks go at one another. So if you enjoy this content, as always, guys, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will be back with you guys with more Edison duels and Edison content very soon. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Mike from Dark Magical Gaming, signing out until the next one. Take care, everyone.